My name is Rebecca Scotton. I'm a partner at L.E.K Consulting based in London in the industrials practice with a focus on sustainability. It's safe to say that businesses are facing significant challenges right now. A year ago, there was optimism from businesses about post-COVID growth opportunities, and consumer sentiment was positive as the economy opened up. Fast forward to the end of 2022, and the impacts of inflation remain strong, along with mounting economic headwinds, geopolitical events, and an ongoing cost of living and energy crisis. Progress in decarbonisation, sustainability, and ESG issues has been substantial, but many businesses will now be at risk of delaying further momentum. However, now is exactly the time to act. Progressing the sustainability agenda can actually make companies better able to weather a downturn and can help build a strategy that is future-proofed. How the energy transition is impacted by inflation and the energy crisis is a multifaceted topic. We are seeing renewed efforts on energy efficiency and other levers that all help decarbonisation efforts. There has been some recent backlash against net zero, mainly targeted at greenwashing, which correctly needs to be tackled. However, the underlying facts remain true. We need to decarbonise and reduce our emissions, and it is an urgent matter. Climate resilience and adaptation are increasingly becoming critical issues. Issues we felt were years away are relevant today. Temperature rises are driving behavioural changes. Where we live, how we heat and cool our homes, the transport choices we make, what we wear. So much of our working and leisure time is already being impacted by climate change, and companies need to prepare for this. More broadly, businesses have faced huge change and turmoil the last few years, and there is potentially more on the horizon. What is increasingly becoming clear is that a reactive approach doesn't work. We're seeing some pandemic winners now really struggling. It's possible in some cases that unsustainable growth was pursued in light of trends that frankly have not stuck around. There can be a lot of noise, but it's critical to look for the underlying trends that will persist long term and ultimately do the right thing. ESG can mean a lot of different things, but beneath it all sits some compelling principles about future-proofing business. What are the right levels of consumption, the right levels of growth, and how can businesses ensure they are positioned appropriately for success? Now, more than ever, clients need to understand and articulate their purpose, why they exist and why they are in business. Purpose is a helpful anchor for long-term planning and future-proofing. If businesses can continually think about how they can have a positive impact on their stakeholders, they will start aligning their sustainability, strategic, and financial goals. We fundamentally believe that sustainability needs to be tackled from a commercial perspective. We are helping businesses make trade-offs based on a robust commercial assessment of the impact, benefits, and investment required. Our clients are facing financial pressures whilst also wanting to progress their ESG agendas. We do not believe these should be two separate conversations. As inflation bites and the focus on cost savings intensifies, it would be far too easy to miss the long-term opportunities that sustainability presents. A lot of the work we are doing is about turning sustainability goals into action. Targets may already have been set, though not in all cases, but there's the big question of now what? Other companies may have detailed a long list of initiatives, but need to elevate their thinking to ensure they have an overarching strategy that will actually achieve their vision. We are able to look at issues from multiple perspectives. Often, inside businesses, individuals own separate agendas such as finance, sustainability, sales, or operational efficiency. We recognise that a sustainability strategy needs to be commercially robust, and that it also must be embedded in a company's overall strategy. This is incredibly challenging. Things are evolving fast, and the macroeconomic environment is uncertain. We bring expertise and an ability to help navigate tough decision-making.